If you lose every single game you play, or 80% of them, it's not due to your opponent playing imbalanced garbage. It's due to you. Best way to practice fundamentals. Every match you play, if you try to be very aware of what you're doing, you will be practicing your fundamentals. You'll always be asking yourself, what is my opponent doing? And how do I react to what he's doing? You play a reactionary playstyle rather than going... Okay, that was sick. You play a reactionary playstyle rather than just going through the motions and autopiloting. If you can do that, you will get good fundamentals. You just need to stay aware. That's what I apply in Dead by Daylight as well. I react. Because when you react, you will do the right thing. Like an opponent presents something to you, and you want to give him the right response. Even if the right response, you're bad at executing it. Like, for example, the right punish, stepping at the right time. It's hard to do. But the more you do the right response, over time, it will be like breathing to you. So don't autopilot and just go through the motions, the stuff you usually do. Practice reacting to what your opponent is doing and doing the right response. Right? Do you get what I'm saying, or is that convoluted? Don't you also need to learn lots of frame numbers? Yeah. One fundamental of Tekken is matchup knowledge. Character knowledge. It's like, well, have fun. Do you know how many thousands of hours you need to get pretty good at that? Sick. I think really strong fundamentals, it starts at like 1,000 hours. Minimum. That's a lot. Yeah. I have 2k hours and still don't understand half a cast. Yeah, but it's like with this game, 2,000 hours, it's not that much. To me, it's like minimum 1,000 hours to have strong fundamentals. Minimum. I have 2k, so I should be twice as strong when compared to 1k. It doesn't work that way. Certain people are very gifted. And certain people, they never learn because they don't focus. They don't stay aware. They just go through the motions. There are tons of people with 7,000 hours in Tekken who are not good at the game. I have 1,800 hours in Dead by Daylight. I constantly go up against people with 5,000, 7,000, 8,000, who are not nearly as good as I am at the game. And it's because you need, if you want to get good at stuff, you need to apply certain principles as you're playing. Every single time you sit down with one of these games, it can be a huge learning experience. Any session with DBD or Tekken, you want to learn, right? But a lot of people, they never learn. They can play 6 months without learning a fucking thing because they just sit there miserable and angry and salty and they don't learn. If you stay emotional and miserable, you're just gonna blame the game and the players for every single loss. You're not going to learn. I can't stress enough, like the amount of stuff you will be able to learn if you can just acknowledge once in a while that, oh fuck, I got outplayed. God damn it, yeah, he owned me there. That round, or that tile, or that chase. Instead of getting angry and saying, this is imbalanced, pile of shit, I can ask myself, how did this happen? How did I lose this? And if you record your stuff, you can rewatch that. If you want. But if you're an active player you stay aware, right? You know sort of what happened, right? And you're like, how did I get outplayed? Okay, he did A into B into C. For the next time I encounter this situation, I'm going to remember exactly how this guy outplayed me. I'm going to remember that if I start seeing this pattern again. A into B into C. And the next time I'm gonna be more ready. And I'm gonna see how that plays out. Rather than being the salty idiot, which seems to be 95% of people who play Tekken Online or Dead by Daylight Online. Who just go, fuck that shit, oh that's just cheap crap, imbalanced garbage. Fuck that shit. Rather than being that guy, just trying, and there's nothing wrong with being that guy sometimes. We're all human beings, and God knows that's me from time to time. But if you 80% of the time can be the guy that can say to a competitor you're going up against, God damn, well played. That was really good what he just did there. What did he do? Okay, when I tried to jab, when I was at -3, he did a step electric. That this guy just did in this tournament on me. That was super good. I love the way how he used step electrics. There's a lot of execution into that, but honestly, that's a very strong strategy there to deal with that particular situation. I'm going to remember that. It's just the amount of stress also you can just not accumulate in your system if you're just willing to say, God damn it, I got outplayed. These survivors, oh my god, they were pretty toxic and annoying with the click, click, click teabags, but I couldn't down them. They are actually good. They're good in chase. My ambition is to beat these types of players. What did I do wrong in these chases? I need to start thinking about this. But what do a lot of people do? They plug instead. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! And yeah, don't be that guy. Like, don't have that mindset. Don't autopilot. Don't go through the motions. Every time you play one of these games, that I hope deep down that you enjoy. That you're not miserable. That you have fun with these games. And how much more fun it is if you every session just go, God damn it, I need to try and stay a little bit humble. I really like this game. And today I want to learn something. I would like to improve today. I would like to every day see a little bit of an improvement. And you'll never get that, and you're going to plateau like fucking mad if you stay angry at the game. And if you blame everyone else for all of your losses. If you lose every single game you play, or 80% of them, it's not due to your opponent playing imbalanced garbage. It's due to you. If, you know, if that's your everyday, and especially if you feel that you start disliking the game. Now you're going to have to completely reevaluate. And maybe even take a long break from the game. So yeah, I can't stress enough how often I see like really miserable players who play these competitive games, and the only time they're happy with a match is if everything went their way. Oh god, oh I didn't lose a single round, and oh god, oh I like that game. Or if they lose a round, they get tilted, or they win 10 matches in a row and then they lose one match and they're tilted. Like, good luck with that. Good luck with that attitude. Like, you're going to plateau so hard, and you're gonna start hating the game. And once you start hating the game and you blame everyone but yourself, you're going to fucking suck at the game you play. Doesn't matter if you've accumulated some skill and you're pretty good. You'll never become one of the great players. One of the truly great players. Never. Because also, when you're emotional and playing, like, it really dumbs down your decision making. Your brain power immediately goes to 50%. And you start making these heated, heat of a moment decisions that are super dumb. And you'll also, instead of doing optimal plays, you start doing the vindictive plays. He's throw spamming, I'm gonna throw back. Well, he might have good throw breaks. Like, you start playing like a fucking buffoon. This can even happen to like strong players. But you'll never become one of the truly great players. Never. Well, that was a talk. Imagine if DBD players had that. Now, I'm talking a lot about DBD. 95% of a player base show some promise in looping and gen efficiency, but they could be 100 times better if they were a little bit more clear-minded. Instead, it's just constant salt and angry that leads to misplays. Entitlement is the biggest issue. Yeah, but that's exactly what it is. This ego that I'm great, I'm entitled to win every match. Nothing else will satisfy me. Like, nothing else. A flawless game where everyone escapes. That's the only thing I accept. There is a Claudio main that disagreed with your video for 40 minutes. For 40... I mean, he recorded a response, or... Everything you said is not exclusive to DBD or Tekken. No, I'm talking about people who play online competitive games. I'm sure it's the same. I mean, Dota, it's the same. Counter-Strike, it's the same.